Well, it's a problem one. It's not easy as it seems to be. I mean, even though we got that full cascading tail and everything, it's fine. And the curvature here is good. This is a very, very nice front. Very, very nice, you can see from that. But the only fault is that branch goes to the back and come in. But again, if we have to hide it, we can hide the crown like that, and that'll be fine. The branches are actually, the main line is actually also coming towards us, but there is a problem here. We lack branching here, so we have to do something to hide it in such a way. On the other side, it's also very, very nice, but the trunk here has got some problems too. That's running away, and that mainline trunk is also running away. So that's where all the problem is. So the decision is we will have to land up with this side and somehow overcome this through wiring and hiding and causing a bit of illusion there. So that's about all we can do. And we're gonna clean it up and we'll start doing the wiring, and we'll show you in stages in the process of wiring instead of taking the full video of the wiring.
Oh, it's track line, isn't it?
Track line is beautiful. See how it's taking shape?
This area in here is interesting.
What I've basically done is go in and put some wire in, because I know it's kind of boring to see me sit there for 10-20 minutes just doing nothing but wiring. So I've gone ahead and wired it, and now we're just going to tweak this into position. It's kind of important in that regard that you have to tweak this into position, because it's very, very important in that regard. But there's a problem here. We don't have enough branches here, so what I've done is so far just the top area here, and you can see the formation of the tail coming through into position. So, but still needs a bit of a trimming and all that sort of thing to get that layering effect, what we call the cloud layering.
Yeah.
And it's like a waterfall coming down, splash, splash, splash. The foliage goes this way. Well, talking about that, I'm halfway through a cascade book actually. So with any, if I'm not lazy, or if I'm not bogged down with work, I might get that book done. So
that'll be good.
That will be good. And it's quite quite a lot of information in there, which will be very useful for people who.
Do you worry about, how they sometimes say, oh, you can't do this species, this cascade, because in the wild it wouldn't grow that way? Do you care about?
I've done a lot of cascades. I've done even Chinese elm cascades. All sorts of cascades I do. Basically, a lot of these things happening is just common sense how you maintain the thing. We don't want chicken today.
No,
we don't want encore today.
Yeah, she wants to lay.
She wants to lay.
Yeah, spring's on the way.
Yeah, there's lots of eggs at the moment. I've noticed that.
That looks nicer from looking up at it actually.
Yeah. Well, see how it's just taking shape now, just tweaking. But this is only a little bit of wiring. I still got to do a lot of fine wiring, fine tuning going through. And once that's happened, it's fine. See how it's just splashing effect going through? We've got to wire all these up. Okay. And
so your style is more Chinese style?
well, I don't know what style you're going to call that, but obviously when I learned it, it was all, it was an Asian guy, but but I think a lot of the things that I do now is modified to suit my own taste in that regard.
What have you got to do with that big branch there?
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll fix that in a minute. I'll use it. Okay. So let me do some more, and we just turn off the video first.
There's like a little bit of cheating going on here.
Cheating? No, never cheat, mate. I never cheat. I'm an honest guy. I'm as honest as anything. I mean, I create illusions.
Okay, I'll call it artistic license.
No, it's called illusion.
That's a better word.
Illusion. I never cheat. Don't believe in cheating. All my life, never believe in cheating. We have got branches there, so we got to find something from somewhere to give it a branch, don't we? So have I done something wrong here by giving it a branch?
No.
Well, there you go. So that's called illusion. It wasn't cheating. Yeah, I know I've been accused of a lot of things, but cheating certainly not. Well, this is a mess. This is a mess of tails here. Really, we can't have them like that because it's just too cluttered and too everything. So we have to simplify, and a lot of these branches is going to come off, and we're going to find a tail line that we think would suit us. I think that looks like a very good tail line. So we have to cut a lot of the things off that we don't need, and branches like these, big branches like these, big tail branch I should say, come off. Again, if you don't look at it carefully, if you start taking it off, you could cut too much off and then you'll be in big trouble. Okay, now that makes a lot of the work a lot easier. It's all lightened up.
Much better.
Much better. Much better tail. I should have taken that off too. But there's a problem because if I start to bend that, if I cut too big, it might tear. So that's where the problem is. Alright, now that's been done. So I'm going to go off and do my little wiring. And instead of you just watching me do the wiring, I'll wire it up and then we'll tuck it into position. How about that?
Very good.
Okay. What I've done is, because this is very close, and if this is so close, that will lean, and also the awkward position of the tail. So we put one in to open it out. If we repot, it will not hit against lean against the edge of the pot, so looks like it's very, very weak, sort of a sense of leaning on something. So by doing that, we open it out a bit, but then the tail goes that way. So we do know that the tail will go that way, but our intention is for the tail to go that way, so we can bring it in like so to get them into position. Whoa. That looks a bit better?
Yes, much better.
So we can do, yeah, there's not much, it's really falling into shape quite well, isn't it, by
Yep.
just doing that? Alright. Happy with that? Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe put it on a bit further? Okay, when we pot it, we'll put it a bit further. So is that alright?
Very good.
That looks a lot better. That, now the tail's in front. Everything's come to the front.
Yes.
So that's where the thing is. Yeah, this is a problem here. Doesn't show on there. Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
See the howling wind.
It's good in that pot.
Right?
It's good in that pot.
Yeah, just the typical Chinese pot, you know. I mean, it's got a lid, and when we get it out, we gotta smash it for sure. I've smashed one yesterday, as I say to you, to get an elm out. Same problem we're facing. They don't make the lids flare out. They actually curve in.
Yep. There it is.
Here we go. That's the finishing one. We repotted that. I know it's not the right pot, but for the time being, it should be okay. You happy with that, Dina?
Yes, I'm very happy now. Let's we tweak that top a little bit.
Yeah. Pull another branch across to hide it.
Yes, the crown looks better now. Very
Okay. This board is getting heavier.
good. Okay.
This is our next project, a cascade. Will be about 5-6 years old, this tree?
A bit older.
Bit older? Okay, would you give it a spin and see which side we're going to find? Yeah. It's approximately what? 1.5 meter from top to bottom? Okay.